Welcome. My name is Larry Davis. I'm the owner of thejamspotmusic.com, and I am going to talk about part 2 of the basic steps to learning how to play guitar. Now, in order to play guitar correctly, you're going to have to learn the foundation, the basic beginning steps before you're going to be good. So I've already done one broadcast of explaining how you should be holding your neck, how you should be holding your guitar, and how to basically not tune it, but I was talking about different tuners to buy for the guitar as well. Now is where I'm going to start on this one is we're just going to talk about actually how to tune the guitar. There's a lot of different tuning methods available online, everywhere. Go to your local music store, whatever. There's a lot of guys that'll tell you different methods to tune. I am strictly going to stick with electronic tuning devices to tune with. Now, the basics you have to know with the guitar is, of course, the tuning. So we're going to talk about what strings are what. Now, the top string, which is actually, it's kind of backwards. They call this string a lot of times the top string, which is the high E, which you want to call the bottom string because you're looking down on your guitar and it's actually at the bottom, but it's called the top string a lot of the times. Because what we're going to talk about is we're going to say low and high. So this is what we're going to start with is low E. The guitar is tuned in perfect fourths. In other words, there's 4 steps between the strings. So the the bottom string, the low E, this one, is actually 4 steps away from the next string, which is A. So as you're looking down on the guitar, the second string is A. That's actually concert pitch, which is 440 hertz. In other words, this string right here vibrates 440 times per second. And that's what 440 hertz is. That's the standard concert pitch is what it's called. Concert pitch A, 440 hertz. Now a lot of, especially good tuners, you can change your calibration from 440 to 430 to 450, whatever. Just avoid that. For the most part, guitar tablature is all based on A, which is 440. Now if they tell you to detune in this particular tablature that you're looking at, it will easily be a half step lower or perhaps drop D. There's a lot of different tunings. Right now we're going to cover open, basic standard E is what it's called, standard E. So to start off with, it's E. The next string down is A. The next string down is D. The next string down is G. The next string down is B. And the next string is high E. So yes, there are 2 E strings on this guitar. Low E and high E. They're exactly 1 octave apart. So this is actually 1 octave higher than this. Now I'm guessing that most people who start playing guitar honestly usually do it at a young age and they don't know a whole lot about music. So I'll talk about octaves and steps and everything in the future. Right now we're just covering the basic tunings that are available. So once again, that's called standard E. Now, for all you metalheads out there, you're going to be looking at your tabs and it's going to say drop D tuning. I remember the first time I seen it, I'm like, what is drop D? Drop D is actually exactly what it says. It's standard tuning, except the top string, the bottom string, let's get the low E is going to be tuned to D. D. So it'll be D, A, D, G, B, E. That's drop D. Really basic. Drop D is really popular in modern metal. I'm trying to think of some examples, bands, but there's pretty much everybody uses drop D in the metal industry. It's really famous for distortion because you can literally play a power chord just by laying one finger over these strings. It's just real easy to play with drop D. You only got to detune one string. Okay, now the next tuning that's often used is called E flat tuning. E flat. Now, what E flat is it is every string on your guitar is lowered 1/2 step. 1/2 step. So this E is going to be 1/2 step lower, is going to be E flat. E flat. The next string, which is actually usually known as A, is going to be lowered to an A flat or a G sharp. Now a G sharp and an A flat are the same note. This confuses a lot of people when they go to tune, because they turn on their tuner and, well, I don't have an A flat. I don't know how to get to an A flat. The reason why is because most likely that tuner is registering the A flat as a G sharp. So remember that, okay? So G sharp. The next string, of course, would be D. Now, also, you're going to find that D flat is going to be registered as C sharp in a lot of different tuners. So that'll be C sharp. The next string, which is G, is going to be registered as a, you got it? It's going to be registered as an F sharp. F sharp. Now the B string will be registered as a B flat, and the bottom E string will be registered as an E flat as well. That is E.